Man, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. This is True Power's Mind. This is TPIM SR Live, baby, and this is Friday. I am just so blessed. Love to sit here and think to myself of all the things I could be doing. I'm here with y'all. We got a lot of good things coming up in the future. So, I just want to thank you all, one and all. I just want to, you know what? I feel the vibe. Hold on. I like this song. I like the beat. And I'm gonna flow with it. You know what I'm saying? Just for a minute. Then we'll get to the news and everything. But I got a lot of good stuff happening, folks. My one peace and power, brother. Welcome to the show. I talked to brother Will last night. Will Hobbs, professional wrestler. He will be on the show Tuesday. Yes, y'all. This is gonna be the shit. Also, Monday, Paul Hellner, the Canadian ex-defense minister, will be on the show. We're going to be talking about everything from 9/11 to UFOs. It's going to be off the chain. I just want to give thanks to the Most High for blessing me, blessing our show. Our boundaries are truly increasing. We will not be stopped. The future war will be stopped. The forever war has to be stopped. And that's what we're talking about today, folks. The forever war. And when we understand what's at stake here now, it's not just my life. It's not just the life of your brother or your best friend. Warriors out there in the fields, warriors getting trained. It's not just about their lives, damn it. It's about your life as well. I want nothing but the best for you, Nelson. Welcome to the show, Peace and Power. I want nothing but the best for you, my one, and everyone else. But there's so many evil fucking creatures. They're not human beings, man. Straight up, at this point, these motherfuckers are not even human fucking beings. If you want to dehumanize somebody, why don't not dehumanize them? They who seek to destroy our earth. They who seek to debase our bodies. They who seek to make us fucking wage slaves. Why not dehumanize them and take the fucking hill? But no, we're not going to do that. You know why? We're cowards. That's why. And people don't want to ever see this. They don't ever want to realize this. They'll just him haul all the way to the fucking slaughter fucking house. That's how we fucking operate. Well, I'm here to tell you, damn it, it's time to change that. If you want a better world, you're going to have to put in work, and we're going to have to work together, and we're going to have to make it happen. If not, then prepare for more sorrow. More sorrow, more tears. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's going on here anymore. I read an article last night, and it was talking about the birth rates. The whole world is suffering from infertility. Even us melanated folks with higher degrees of fertility are suffering infertility. It seems like almost wherever plastic goes, babies disappear. And I just don't get it. I just don't get why. Hold on, let me turn this off. I just don't get why we don't see we're being played across the board, brothers and sisters. Why do we not understand? How the fuck can, on one hand, the news media say the earth is overpopulated? The earth is overpopulated. It's contributing to climate control. Woo! And then on the other hand, we're generating new life extension technology so that the old and rich and infirm can live even longer. Easy D, peace and power. Welcome to the show. I want you all to get it. There's nothing wrong with who and what you are. In my book, now this is only my perspective. As long as you understand the concept of liberty, and as long as you understand the concept of individual freedom, you can be my neighbor, you can be my friend. We can work together to build something better. But if you're one of these douche wipes who believes that they know best, that only their way of thinking is the only correct way of being, I'm just throwing up the flag already, man. I can't really work with you, dude, or do that. I can't really kick it with you. Peace and power, Brother James. Welcome to the show. Thank God. Thank Most High it's Friday. You know, last night, went trick-or-treating with the children and the wife. And it was so weird. I will not lie. I have never seen so many females dressed up as cats. I mean, this Halloween was like cats everywhere. My wife and my daughter were cats. My two youngest ones were mice. My son was Master Chief, and I was just a farmer. Kind of weird, kind of lame, whatever. I don't really get off on Halloween anyhow. Sister Janice, peace and power. But we went to a event. Well, not really an event, but it was like a trunk or treat deal in Herculaneum, Missouri last night. And the venue was so incredibly small. But the Army was there, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Merchant Marines, and Navy. They had a little banner. They had a little show, not a show, but a little booth, and they were handing out, of all things, lightsabers. But when I scanned the audience, as I always do, I noticed I counted like 30, 40 cats, all females. I didn't see no male cats. The only reason why I bring this up, I was even looking at the children's costumes. I noticed a lot of homemade costumes. Even when we went door to door, I noticed a lot of homemade costumes. I only say this, y'all, so that you understand. Forget what you may see on NSNBC. Forget what you may see on CNN. Forget what you may see on Fox News. I'm telling you, the people in the heartland right now are suffering. I'm seeing it with my own eyes. Now, here's a kicker to let you know either I'm a subverted element or subversive element or something. There was a face group that reached out to me. I was trying to help them. I actually made a couple of videos, and it's called Occupy Patriotism. You know, it's a cool little group. You know, a lot of Americans, a lot of ex-soldiers in that, and I support. I'm patriotic, man. If y'all don't understand this by now, I don't know what to tell you. I love my country. Sincerely, I do. I just want it to be just. And not just us. I'm talking about just in its implementation towards the citizens. I want it to be taken back from the element that basically controls it now. And we're going to go more into that with Paul Hellner this Monday. But today, there's things I can show you. This isn't a black issue. This isn't a white issue. This isn't a Hispanic issue. This isn't a gay issue. This isn't a straight issue. This isn't a transgender issue. This isn't a pet owner's issue. Did I forget anybody? I want to be politically correct. Or is all groups accounted for? Oh, I forgot. The people who love to make love in furs. And then all the other twisted fucking freaks out there. Listen up. Now I think I encompassed everybody. Without this ideal of freedom, without this ideal of actual ownership of person or self, the first land you own is your own body. Women, you got a choice to choose. Well, we got a choice to be free as men and women. Oh, Brother Chris, when you get to that point, to when you truly know time is ticking and the mission comes before all else, you can't help but get passionate. Oh, I wish I could sit here cool and calmly and collectively. Oh, guys, let's just check out the news. And furthermore, it looks like the Bilderbergs. And then you look at the G7. I can't. Not no more, brother. We're right here at the edge, man. We're right here at the edge. All we have to do is jump and fly. And truly believe, and we will fly. Now, I'm not advocating, do not try that at home. This is psychologically. Don't jump off no tree, don't jump off no high bridge, and none of that stupid shit. Well, a bridge maybe if, as long as the water's deep enough, and I don't want to be hypocritical. It's hold on, let me see the chatters. And before we get into oh God, the doomsday clock. Yeah, we're 1 minute till midnight. 1 minute to midnight. Yeah. It's going to be a celebration, brother Chris. Don't you know we can survive a nuclear attack? These fucking lunatics, man. Madmen, I tell you, they're mad. But it's not going to be a celebration for those living under the mushroom clouds. It's not going to be a celebration for those who are not in the know. It's not going to be a celebration for those mothers who are on their back giving birth when that boom, gotcha, baby, hits. Our world, the men and women who governs it, and the entities that controls them is letting you know what it's all about. They're letting you know what the end game, as it were, is. They're letting you know, peasant. They're letting you know, wage slave. They're letting you know, sex slave, where you truly stand. Now, do I foresee a day, brothers and sisters, where we can kumbaya, lock arms hand in hand, and march up to the Congress and demand our rights, our sovereignty? And sovereignty is more than just a notion. A sovereign citizen is not a ridiculous ideal. It's an uncomfortable ideal for those who are in power, but it's tangible. And let me explain to the uninitiated what a sovereign citizen is. It is a citizen who recognizes the republic. They recognize his or her right to operate independent and freely of regulations and oversight, because those are supposed to be placed upon corporations only. Only corporations. How come police can come into little brothers and sisters' houses unannounced, but they won't bum rush Google? They won't just storm in to Facebook. They got to go through all the proper channels for that. And certainly not Zuckerberg's home or Jeff Bezos' home or Mortimer was Manford's home, CEO of Vanguard. They're not going to mess with those people. I'm trying to clean up my act. I've been advised, and maybe this also is adding to the passion, Chris, that show's being monitored. Yes, we are being scouted out, friends. And I do want to tell the monitors, you're welcome to join in the conversation. You're welcome to send me email. True Power is mine. All one word. True Power is mine at gmail.com. You don't have to tell me your name, Lewis. You don't have to tell me your name or none of that. Just write me. You can feed me any information you may need. As long as it's not classified, I refuse to ever give out truly classified information on this show for one pertinent reason. I'm not a fucking traitor. I'm not going to do anything purposefully to put men and women in the uniform in danger. Now, I will say things from other sources, I guess I can say, that may help men and women in uniforms, because these are friends, these are families, these are brothers, these are sisters, these are nephews, these are nieces. And I'm your uncle and I got your back. But I'm also not going to sit here and tolerate without articulating some concern over the bad management of this company or country. We need to get back to the foundations of the republic, and we need to understand those foundations now. Fuck the past. I'm going to cuss now. Fuck the past. The republic and its tenets applies to you who is living now, and to you who should be born if your mom didn't have fucking chores because she's a dirty ass bitch. Yes, I said if you kill a baby, you're a dirty ass bitch. But anyhow, let me get back to the news. Let's go to the news for the first time in this podcast. I'm sorry, I'm livid today. You know, there's so much going on, so little time to tell you all. And you know, my replacement, whoever you are out there, bud, you need to hurry up and get on the ball. Time's running out. All right, New Yorker no more. Yes! A dirty, dirty rag has bit the dust. I never read the New Yorker. I mean, I heard from other people they had some concerns about it, but I'm here to tell you, say that. Who's out here to? Well, anyhow, research this yourself. A lot of publications are actually going digital, meaning their print versions no longer exist. That means they just saved a lot of money on people who go and pick up the print, who distributes, the little newspaper boys or girls or newsstands. They are really, really, and this is who I'm talking to. Man, the brother right now in JFK Airport, you got a newsstand. I want you to know, brother, it won't be too long before you will not exist. Everybody will get their news on the tablet, on the phone, on the computer. You'll have electronic, there will still be some little Rudy Poop publications. But for the most part, most people are not trying to read local newspapers. They want to read either state or national big newspapers, that covers huge issues in large regions. It's for obvious reasons. But now, let's get, I know, the first headline right here, I just seen a side note. The first headline, if I can get it, I can't get it all in frame. Hold on, y'all. Pay to play. Apple laying groundwork for iPhone subscriptions. You know what they're gonna do, right? Remember the little mandatory Windows 10 upgrade? Everybody's gonna go to this subscription-based service, because then it won't matter what type of bullshit you could personally be doing. All right, they'll get a piece of that every time. It's like we're going back to the days where we're on dial-up. Some of us get internet for free. Some of us don't. All right, I don't. I pay for my internet or whatever. But the whole thing is, Apple and Shui or San Sui. Basically, it's the Chinese major tech firm, or it's overtaking Apple, because the Chinese have already rolled out the 5G network. They were already rolling on 5G, and we're having discussions about the 4G as if it is considerably safer than a 5G. Now, you guys know I've done shows about 5Gs and just how detrimental and dangerous it is. I already told you. that when those little girls and boys put those laptops or tablets with on 5G and other, it's emitting radiation on a certain level, and it's gonna destroy the young boy's testicles and corrupt the young girl's eggs in her ovaries. That's the whole game plan, Yao. If you don't want that to occur, I sincerely say you need to monitor what's going on, even with yourselves. Now, legislation will require search engines to disclose algorithms. All right, he came out of straps, flipped his blah blah blah, keeping. See, all right, you guys probably wonder, well, how come he never talks about ISIS? Blah 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 blah. Blah. Listen, for one, when you look at this man, does he really look like the typical image of a Muslim Islam person? He doesn't fit the typical image in my mind. All right. And plus, when you look into the situation, why are these people determined as to be terrorists? And what is the economic liability that we suffer by waging war on an unidentifiable enemy until they strike? Really, I mean, when you really look at the situation, unless they're saying, hey, we're coming after you guys, we don't care, which most people don't do that. But, for some reason, we believe that they do. You can't really tell who's a terrorist and who's not. So what do? Just start popping everybody indiscriminately? Oh, you look like you could be an evil guy. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's a bad guy. Blah, 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 blah. There's a bad girl. Blah, 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 blah. She's evil. Blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, all that makes is hardened souls against the army that slaughtered their mom, the army that raped their sister, the army that stole their inheritance. Yes, there are still people going to war, and it's okay. Here's how war plays out. Going to war, damn near getting paid minimum wage, but all you can still kill, or mate, yeah, all you can still kill and rape. Some people have that mentality. They're thinking about, man, I gotta get in the hot zone because no one's looking over their shoulder. They can kill with impunity, damn near. Oh, if you think that every off combatant murder, or not murder, but killing in a war zone is reported, you're sadly mistaken. There's probably a person getting their head blown off right now after being raped by a soldier. Maybe even not from this country. There's other soldiers in the game, not just the United States. And that's why I hate about the propaganda slant. Soldiers are human beings. Human beings are all different. Now, we can classify certain groups of people by characteristics or behavior patterns, but even within that, no one's a carbon copy of the next. So for us to think that there's not sick, psychopathic motherfuckers that, and I'm not trying to give aid to his cause or nothing. I'm just trying to get people to understand a scenario that could be. When you look in this man's eyes, you see hate, but you see purposeful hate with a reason behind it, hate that there was a catalyst that transformed this man. And it wasn't, he was jealous of our freedom. No, sir. It was probably when he was holding his baby girl with half her body blown off, her head impacted, or maybe when he grabbed up his father, missing his backside, burnt and blown off. Or perhaps it could have been his lover on her way to her mother's house. Car ID'd wrong, drone strike, kaboom, she's dead. That's a different type of hate in his eyes than, say, in the eyes of a racial hater or a sexual hater. A person who hates straight people, or a person who hates homosexual people. Some people and we can say it's due to bad luck, being at the wrong place at the right time, become things that are incredibly evil, incredibly wicked, but it's because they've truly been done wrong. And to echo what Steve Hindy said yesterday, a lot of our wars are in fact corporate acquisitions. They want to get this resource like they do down in Haiti and other places. Suriname, the Maroons under attack, mining corporation, want to get to the resource. South Africa, well known, documented. Over in Liberia, all the waters are being poisoned by illegal oil operations. Now, if there wasn't a corporation at the end of that rainbow, those people wouldn't be making refineries on the riverbank trying to make some gas and shit, which is kind of impressive when you think about it. They're producing finished product, taking crude oil and turning it into gasoline and selling it on the black market. The forever war, y'all, is the war on terror. The forever war was, if the slaves escape, we got to make sure we can suppress them. The forever war is, or used to be, bow down to Caesar or die. It's the same war continuing. Now with the aid of AI and robotics, it's going to go into a new dynamic. When you really look at war on terror and its implementation, one would have to conclude, at least from the United States point of view, all the measures since 9/11 have been somewhat successful, correct? Have we been underneath any other terrorist attack since 9/11 of any major consequence? And were the attackers truly Islamic? And we're not including mass shootings done by basically white nationalists. That's a different group of angry people, similar to the fanatic. But the only thing that they're missing, most of them have not been victimized like some of the ISIS people. I mean, I'm sure some of them could have been victimized. Maybe, some melanated man raped their mom or raped their dad or something crazy like that. And it causes them to have animosity towards all melanated peoples, whatever. But typically you'll find that, no, they just want the silver spoon and the gravy train to continue. And they don't give two shits about oppressing your children, your grandchildren, so that their children can have benefits and resources. Because that's what racism's about. A great man once told me, if you want to end racism, all you have to do is everyone start screwing everybody. There you go. It's ended. But as long as we have these ideals of racial purity and blood that goes back to God through this certain bloodline, then there is no unity. There's only dysfunction. And the evil bastards win. Because the evil bastards will not free anybody. They may oppress people a little less than the next, but they don't free anybody. If you truly want to be free, you have to put the evil where it belongs. And evil does have a place. I'm not saying kill. Re-educate, convert. Or if that doesn't work, then it's confinement until death. I mean, I'm just saying, in an ideal world, these are like evil people, like the people who rob children of their innocence, people who rob young people of their lives, people who would intentionally give bad medicine to old people so that they'll get sick and die. See, you got to understand, Social Security and all that, they don't give a shit if you, the whole gag is they make Social Security to be able to draw it so high that the majority of workers will have died out. And then by the time you can actually collect it, they figured the majority of that crew will die out within 5 years of collecting it. And then you'll have the stragglers that now go the distance, but those are the people who will go the distance anyhow. Look how much money you saved. But it's not enough now, is it? What, 2035? Just think about the perfect storm here. Now, hopefully, this show will somehow survive. But here's the perfect storm. 2035, the year of our Lord. Social Security comes out. We can't pay you people on disability, SSI, basically most of them, if not all the social programs, anything. No live chat. No, there won't be no live chat in 2035 because the whole life. Let me finish that scenario though. And then after that, you have what coming? What that would be 2035 should be about the time we have to make our what should be the third interest payment on the Chinese loan. By then, China will probably have at least, right, they're building them, 7 to 8 aircraft carriers, countless more submarines. And don't forget, they have the men to put in the seats, whereas we don't. Why do you think they were all about? Dude, this has been coming for a very fucking long time. Why do you think back in the day, remember when they had that one policy in China talking about you can only have one boy or one child? You can only have one child. And let me see. Hold on 1 second. Hello? Well, I'm in the middle of a show. Why? What's going on? Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. All right. Love you. Bye. Wow. Well, guys, it's an offer I can't refuse. I am going to end the show right now. Today's date is November 1st, 2019, the year of our Lord. This has been TPIM SR Live. I'm your host, Your Power's Mind. I ask you to live your life with integrity without hate, envy, or greed. As always, brothers and sisters, let's please try to be kinder to each other. Peace, power, unity, victory, respect, dignity, and liberation. Please join me next time. I'm out.